Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this video regarding the explanation about Azure Managed Integration Runtimes and how to connect that to the storage accounts. So, I am going to show you quickly how I have done that and how you can do it, taking the reference of that. Okay, basically, it will be the similar data factory like you are using it for your purpose. For example, I have this um, you know um, data factory here with the name of ADF management unit test. I'm going to open this data factory. It's just like a normal data factory you are going to open. Basically, this is an alternative to the on-premise integration runtime, which is used by companies for the security of the data. But now this is a new concept from Microsoft that although the integration runtime is managed by Microsoft, and it is in the Microsoft cloud, but it is in a restricted network, and that's why it is not open to everyone, and it can be restricted to connect to the limited services, and that way is not it will be secure although it is in the cloud. So let's wait till our data factory is opening. It's a bit slow. Let me restart it. It's very slow. So this is our data factory. I'm going to settings and integration runtimes. Okay. So you can see that there is one integration runtime shown here, which is auto resolve integration runtimes. This is a public integration runtime. Okay. And earlier we used to have another kind of runtime that was on-premise integration runtimes. Okay, which would be installed on your Windows server, on your local machine or a virtual machine. Okay, and that way it was supporting the connectivity between your on-premise data to the data factory. Okay, but now this is a new type of runtime, which is a managed integration runtime, and you can see that it is present inside a managed virtual network. Okay, but now the thing is that you don't have to create all these virtual machines and all, so that is totally managed by Microsoft. Okay, so I will show you how it is. But if you want to create new one, you can just go to new and you can say Azure self-hosted and continue. And here you are going to select Azure in place of self-hosted, and this is the one which is a managed integration runtime. So go here and you give all your names and all, and you specifically you have to give this virtual network configuration enable, and you have to give all these details here. Okay. um, okay, and this is how you are going to create this network. Okay, you have to enable this interactive authorization interactive authorization also, so that you can test it. Okay, after you create it, you can run the test like we have it, and here I can go here and advance and enable it, and then I can test it whether it is working or not. Okay, that is the first step we are going to do. I'm just going to discard the changes. The next thing you are going to do is just go here to create a manage private endpoints. So I wanted to establish a connectivity between my storage and data factory with a private endpoint. So I have created this link service with my storage. Basically, it's very simple. It's just like creation of regular private endpoint. But if you go to new here, you will have to search for that data lake storage, and here you are going to have the subscription and all selected here in the storage account name, and then you are going to create it will be created here without any problem. Like we have this one here, for example, I will show you, which I have created earlier. It was succeeded and approval state approved. There is a very small um, uh, trick here, where actually once you create the private endpoint, you will have to approve that endpoint from your private link services. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay, and as soon as you create this endpoint with your storage account, it will be visible on your storage account. I will show you. So this was my storage account, and if I go to networking, you will see that this endpoint is visible. So, and this is a private endpoint, and you can see that it is connecting to my data factory using the ADF IR managed net disk. Okay. There is one important thing you will have to do is to go to IAM, and using the manage identity, you will have to assign the blob storage contributor role to the ADF. Okay, to you on your storage account. Okay, otherwise it's not going to work. So that's another trick here. And once you do this, it should work. So now, like I have, the next step I am going to do is having the link services. So because to create any pipeline, you will need a link services to that particular storage. One thing you remember here is that when you create a link service, you must select the managed virtual node, your Azure managed integration runtimes, because there are other options like this one is a public one, but here you have to make sure you are using the your Azure managed integration runtimes. Otherwise, it will not going to work. And once you do it, you can always go to your pipelines. You can create your pipeline, copy data, and then you can have this source. Create your data sets and all these things. And so what's happening here now? Your data factory is contacting your storage account using a private endpoint. So the communication between your data factory and your data storage account, blob storage, is totally private, and there is nothing going here out of your network. Okay, so that's how we have to do it. This is some new concept, but I think this will be good. Already our company is going to move from the on-premise integration runtimes to this Azure managed one, because it can provide you a faster option. Although it can be a little bit expensive, maybe because the data movement will be charged by Microsoft. Okay, so I guess you like this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.